Hello everyone, it's Ray. Today, as I read the story about the plane that flew over New York, Statue of Liberty, to take the photographs, I read the story with great interest, seeing that Luis Caldera resigned. He evidently didn't read all of his email, or he didn't catch what would have been the problem with performing such a stunt. What I found interesting about this story was that he, to me, is a scapegoat. Now, when I call him that, I don't mean that he's innocent, that he didn't do anything wrong. Of course he did. But clearly he was not the only person in the loop to make such a decision, nor was he the person who thought of the idea in the first place. Nor was he the one who approved $330,000, or nearly that much, for this exercise. Lots of mistakes were made along the way that caused all the panic in New York, and people have a right to be upset. But to lay it all on this guy, to me, is scapegoating. And I find it interesting that people in general, groups, tend to have a need to do this. I read some of the blogs out there on this incident, and in unison, everyone that I saw wanted this guy's head. And it really doesn't solve the problem at all. It won't stop it from occurring. It's almost as if someone had to pay, so why not this guy? It made me think of other scapegoats in our recent history. I think immediately I went to thoughts of Niche Girl, or her real name is Lindy England. You all remember her. She's the one that was caught on photographs with the leash around the prisoner in Abu Ghraib. Now, of course, this was not a good thing for her to do, nor was it a good thing for her superiors to allow. But for her to do jail time and be vilified as the face of the things that went on in Abu Ghraib is ridiculous. She was one of many, and very few, particularly very few higher-ups, have paid the price for this. So to me, yes, she was wrong, but clearly she was scapegoated as being the one responsible for all the goings-on at that prison. A third example of the hysteria that causes scapegoating, finding a patsy, a rube, there are many names, is with this whole economic crisis and this subprime mess that allegedly started it. Many people up the chain made a vast amount of money, from the inspectors to the appraisers to the mortgage bankers to Wall Street to the banks, the politicians by receiving money from the PACs from the banks. Lots and lots of people made tons of money. Yet we blame it all on the persons who took out the loans. That's crazy. They're the only ones who are losing. They're the only ones who are not really getting bailed out. Yet we pin it all on them, while many people walked away with a whole lot of money. Scapegoating makes me very uneasy because it's irrational and it never gets us to the root of the problem. So I'm against it. Have a good day. Bye.